Hey Doc, it's Wednesday.
Miranda, it's Wednesday.
How you doing?
I'm great. I'm good. I have an idea what to talk about today.
Fabulous.
Let's talk about the most common exercise that I recommend for
Sure.
patients, the postural exercise. We'll come down into here. I think the best place would be in one of the treatment rooms.
Sure.
Come on in here. So, one of the most common questions we have with patients is, what can I do on my own to get better? And I love those conversations because at least they want to get proactive about something. And whether it's a specific injury or just like chronic aches and pains, most of the things that we see in the office here would improve if people are using some kind of home exercise program, some sort of intentional movement pattern. And that can be a lot of different things for different people. Whether they start doing some yoga, or they get into some strength training, or they start doing some more walking, or whatever it is. But the most common exercise that I recommend for patients is a postural exercise, where they focus on their posture for about a minute, and it doesn't require anything special other than like a blank space on a wall. And this exercise is really good for people who have neck pain, upper back pain, shoulder pain, headaches. It's a very effective exercise for someone who spends a lot of time in front of a computer, or if they spend a lot of time traveling in their car, because those exercises train us, those postures throughout the day train you to be more like forward facing. And people who have neck pain, people who have shoulder issues, if you have upper back pain, that's a lot of the time it's because throughout the day you're too rounded forward in the shoulders and in the head. So this exercise is a nice way to kind of reset our posture, and it only takes 60 seconds to do. And it's extremely easy, so I'll demonstrate it for you right now. So what I'll have patients do is I'll have them find a blank wall at home or at the office, or even like a closed door works just as well. And all they have to do is put their head and their upper back against the wall. And what we have them do is get their arms facing outward, and that's the important part of this exercise, is the palms should face the room. So if your arms are out like this, and then your head touches the wall, and then your shoulder blades touch the wall. And just by watching someone do this, it doesn't look like it would be that hard, but if you try it, you'll realize it's pretty challenging. It's hard to get all these points against the wall like that. That should feel very natural to us. It should feel neutral to have a flat surface behind our head, behind our shoulders, and behind our arms. But again, because we spend all day kind of rounding forward, we're training ourselves to do this. This exercise helps us do the opposite of it. So when you get against the wall, and when your head is touching and your shoulders are touching and your arms are out like this, what you'll do is you contract your muscles, so you're trying to make like this kind of movement. Now you won't move because the wall is going to hold you, but essentially you push back against the wall with your head and your shoulders and your arms and your hands, and you press, and you hold that push for 15 seconds. And as soon as I see patients start making this push, I always see them hold their breath. So I say, don't hold your breath. I don't want you to pass out. We want to make sure you're breathing the whole time. So you push back for 15 seconds, and I push and push and push, and I breathe deeply, and I try to knock the wall backwards. After 15 seconds, you relax, shake it out. Do another 15 seconds, relax again, and do another 15 seconds. So that takes you a minute. And when you're contracting the muscles and you're pushing back like that, you're working on the muscles that are designed to keep our posture more centered. So our head stays over our shoulders and our shoulders stay over our hips. That exercise is a really nice job of kind of resetting our posture and resetting our alignment. It's really effective for people who have chronic shoulder pain, neck pain, headaches, upper back issues. And I'll have them set a reminder on their phone if they have an office job and say, do that exercise 4 or 5 times a day. Have your phone go off a couple times every morning, a couple times at night, in the afternoon, and then it'll remind you to stand up, find the wall, spend a minute kind of looking at your posture and alignment. And when people do that exercise, they get a lot more out of their adjustments in the office.
Well, that's great information. Thanks for the demo, Doc.
Thanks, Miranda.